Hello, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Solar Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order, where we're going to be doing some more interludes today. We're very much running low on the number of interludes we have left available. I think it is down to, what, 3? Oh, no, wait, no, 10, because it's a pickup boost. Yeah, a lot of interludes are on pickup boosts. I completely forgot about that. How long are they going to be on boost for? 10 days. Okay, so I think what it comes down to, we do have some interludes we can do that are not part of the pickup. We have 5 interludes we can do not part of the pickup, and 5 interludes that are part of the pickup. Though I think Debrina is not part of the pickup. I'm pretty sure she's leveled up for me, so we might not be as low as I was worried about here, but I do think we can avoid going back and doing any of these other interludes. Mind you, they are relatively short ones, so it's up in the air, you know? Arguably, it might be a wise thing to do them, just because there's no guarantee I'm going to get those servants anytime soon, and that is quartz. I don't know. I gotta think on it. But, yeah, please be sure to like the video, comment down below if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel, it helps me out, lets you know when new vids come out. I don't think there is anything in the news post just yet. Yep, the Dancing Dragon Castle event is coming mid-June, with a Spiriton dress will be a reward. So mid-June, I'm gonna take that as being next week, presumably. Which kind of gives more reason to not do any of the current interludes that I technically have and just do some decisions. I actually need to get the level up order back up. And if we go through the various things, so the event itself needs Fuyuki to be cleared. I have absolutely no idea who is getting a Spiriton dress. I do not recognize that silhouette at all. These are all the event bonus servants, so maybe we can figure out Suzuka, Sai, Murasaki is a maybe, excuse me. It's hard to, I can't say. But I guess nothing really new there. Campaign info. So these are the event bonus servants. We kind of already went through that. Pre-release campaign bonus rewards. Half AP for all of the bonus servants in the event, and all the eligible interludes that are half AP. Oh, and half AP on their rank up quests, and some bond boosting, and super and great success chance boost for the event bonus servants. Good gracious. AJ6, welcome to stream. Happy things. And then interlude campaign 20 was just Taigong and Debrina. So nothing really major there. We do have a bunch of stuff we can... Hang on. Bug on this. My desk, man. That's great. Nice! Congrats on beating no one desk. Yeah, we're gonna just claim all the rewards. As far as extra rewards goes, we got 220 rank up quests done for 10 more St. Quartz. As for the rank up quests we got done, we got Nero's Invictus Spiritus, Satanta's Savage Dog Slayer, Caligula's Glory of Past Days has been unlocked, and his NP got ranked as well. We will be boosting up his 3rd skill here shortly. And then as far as the limited time extra quests, we're going to get some teapots, we're going to get a little bit of quartz, and a little bit of QP. All for doing Lilum Harlot, as well as doing an advanced quest once. Whee! 8 more quartz! Yes! Yes, he can curse you. You should be able to warp out at this point. As soon as you hit the first bonfire, you can warp out of Seath. You can warp out of the Royal Library, rather. So you could go and get uncursed. And then we're gonna go here because we got more stuff to claim. All of the login stuff. I have been having to claim the various daily rewards because my gift box is very full. Full of a lot of stuff, and I really need to be clearing it out sometime soon here. It's just there's not been a general CE boosting thing that I can use to get rid of all of the Valentine's chocolates. I mean, that's kind of just a lazy excuse, to be honest, but fair is fair. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else I need to really do except for deny a bunch of randos that I don't know. This one, the shop. I did clear out everything but the monuments and pieces, as per usual for me, because I just can't be bothered. I don't know why I can't be bothered to worry about the monuments and pieces, but I just can't. Like, it's extra work for nothing. It's just a lot of extra work for nothing to do those. And... But other than that, I don't think there's anything in the summon, and even if there was, I would not be summoning because I need to conserve the quartz. I need them. Oh, Ash is on Great Up. And why are last year's summer servants on Great Up? Oh, are you? Yeah, it looks like my... How is my microphone picking up the game audio? No. Speakers from the headset. Alright, how about now? Is it still doing double game audio? I don't know why the speakers from my headset were also picking up audio as far as the recording software went. Yeah, it's weird that all the summer servants are on Raid Up. Very weird. But now's the decision point. I could do the rank up I could do the interludes for servants I don't possess. Try getting a character to speak.
6月の誕生石と言われる真珠ですが、意外と多くの国で生産されているそうです。しかし、大玉と呼ばれる8ミリ以上のものはほとんどが日本産なのだとか。あ、稀に本に書かれている金銀パールとは。
Okay. Yeah, it looks like my headphones were somehow... I mean, I can still hear from my headphones, but for some reason Streamlabs was picking up my headphones as an audio capture source. I don't know. Streamlabs went through an update last week, and it's been weird ever since, so that's all I can really say on that. But I do think that it might be for the best to do the interludes for servants I don't have, simply because that will save the interludes for later. So that will mean Vinci, Kintoki, and Einstein. Or not Einstein. Good gracious. I am Edison. Good lord, I am having a brain fart. But yeah, we'll do these three: Vinci, Kintoki, Edison, and that'll probably be all for today, because then I'll have some interludes for free time. Yay! I need to conserve the interludes just in case even next Monday we don't have the event out. Please let us have the event out next Monday. Please. Although, to be honest, if it is announced that we're going to get it like on Friday or something, I can just switch the Hollow Ataraxia stream to Monday or something. I don't know, but let's jump in and do Da Vinci. Not even the almighty hand can reach here. And we're just going to go with my standard farming squad. Rip. Charizard, why? You are the chosen one. You are supposed to win everything. Really quick show off. Aresh is approaching the 1 mil bond till bond 13, and as is everybody else. Slowly and steadily getting there. Slowly and steadily. But, Floette won. 3rd in a row. Floette be powerful. It's interesting that they did that. I kind of wish now that they gave us a Mega Pikachu, just because they would have all the reason to overtune it to heck. All the reason to make an overtuned Mega Pikachu. Excuse me. So this takes place around the time of Londinium, it seems. Reshift successful, Senpai. 19th century London, the fourth singularity has already started to correct itself. There's still a great deal of mist, but it's a normal mist. It's not the demonic fog, so it should be safe for the residents. Gengar and Floette. I mean, that's a pretty good duo, is it not? Are there any people around here? Ramani! It should gradually go back to normal. The iconic scene of people and carriages on the streets should return soon enough. That's all thanks to you. Eventually, we will need to fix all the other singularities like that, too. Well, reshifting to the singularities and corrections to the abnormalities are all unprecedented, so it's not that there aren't any concerns. Enough of that. I'm sure we'll learn more as we go. For now, let's just keep moving forward. Understood, Doctor. Foo! 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 Oh, Fo, you're with us again. When did you... now that we've finished the small talk, can I get down to business? Can you hear me, Da Vinci? Do we need to prove our existence and adjust Eva's elevation angle this time? Okay, then Mega Meowth, because Team Rocket's Meowth is special because he can't evolve. So we just need a Mega Meowth then, by that logic. Actually, are you sure you can leave all that to me and the staff? You always come back. You can always come back, you know. So you caught me already? I guess it was inevitable. Don't worry so much, Dr. Roman. We're in a singularity that's already finished correcting itself. Besides, this place is as close to the modern age. It's 19th century, with the abnormality corrected, proving our existence shouldn't be hard, even for you. I know, but... I just wanted you to understand what was going through my mind when I turned around and realized you had disappeared. I was afraid. I was petrified. Hardly half a second had gone by when I thought, huh? What the heck is that darn technical advisor doing? Is she playing? Relax, think of it as training in case of an emergency. In case there comes a time when I'm not around. Okay, so then we're gonna get Mega Combee male, Mega Salandit male. What else? What else can we get? Because those two Pokemon can't evolve by your definition. Those two Pokemon cannot evolve. Okay, it's been a while since I've been in London, now that the pesky demonic fog is gone. Let's see. Oh darn, things have barely gotten back to normal. How disappointing. And where did we reshift to? Soho? We can't have any fun here. Seriously, is that supposed to be a critique? I wanted to go to Hyde Park. I wanted to go to the department store to shop with all the wonderfully fashionable ladies and then head over to a club to socialize with a gentleman. I'm not asking to get to be a noblewoman, but I had at least hoped to cut loose a little. To have fun as a gentleman. By the lore of the Pokemon universe, we should be getting Mega Combee as well as Mega Salandit, both male. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that could logically work that way. Oh, expect it, Senpai. This is so like Da Vinci. First she reshifted to take a break, and now she wants to enjoy herself by flouting the usual gender roles of the time. Okay, calm down, Soul and Mash. Don't get swept up by the oddball's whimsical nonsense. Yes, Da Vinci, the reason why we reshifted here this time was not so we could go sightseeing, but... I'm pretty sure she knows why we're here. I'm impressed, Soul. You're starting to get me. Don't worry, of course I know. I know that a small abnormality was found in the fourth singularity. And I have a general idea of what it is. Our destination is the British Museum in Regent's Park. A tourist destination. Suspicious. Good gracious. The British Museum is... First of all, I was the one who observed the abnormality. Well, there was also something else that bothered me. And I wanted to see it myself, so that's why I'm accompanying you. Of course, I wasn't here to be sightsee. I do not tell meaningless lies, because such a lie would eventually point toward the truth. That's why, whenever I make any nonsensical lies, it's to ride along with someone else's lie. Right, Romani? If you say it that way, I don't really have a response to that. She's calling you out, Romani, for being Solomon! Careful! Oh, I sense some criticism coming from over there. Come on, folk, don't suspect the pretty big sister like that. The nerve of her to call herself the pretty big sister is really impressive. Yes, impressive. Impressive. Yep. This version of me is the true Mona Lisa, except no substitutes. That makes my smile the world's greatest smile, right? Oh, cool. Though, to be honest, yeah, I'm in no mood to smile right now. If only we were near the Westminster, we could have swung by the National Gallery. I have no idea what the National Gallery is. Senpai, I believe it's an art museum in Trafalgar Square. Correct, it seems some of my work is displayed there. And there's also the piece of work that I was the inspiration for. Foo-foo! You seem dazed. Everything alright, Mash? My apologies, Master. I was just thinking about what Da Vinci meant. Things that she directly worked on or things that she was the inspiration for remain years after. To have your work preserved in museums and have it receive praise and admiration from those who see it. I assume many people have seen it and been affected by it. I just thought that must be a very wonderful thing. Yep, it's one of the perks of a cultural servant like her can enjoy. Most heroes make a name for themselves through their legend of victories and battles. But it's truly rare to leave a lasting impression on the world through your work alone, in a sense. Leonardo da Vinci has left an indelible mark on this world. She truly earned the title of Universal Genius. I didn't know that that Floette had a different stat spread compared to normal Floettes. It's the absolute truth, and Da Vinci is still considered to be the personification of that genius. Keep praising me, Romani. Yes, I'm not only a helpful and beautiful big sister, but I'm a true genius to boot. The beautiful big sister part is a bit much. By the way, the work of yours exhibited in the National Gallery is a painting, right? Yeah, that is a 180-point swing. Interesting. Didn't realize that. Yep, a large painting. Did you think it had some mysterious code? I feel like that's a reference to the Da Vinci Code thing. Probably. No, not really. That would have been interesting, but I only thought that for a second. Okay. So, it looks like the difference between Floette and Eternal Flower Floette is 20 in the physical stats, with a 50 attack, 30 defense, and a 40 speed difference. That's pretty interesting. What about the piece that you said you were a model for? Is that a painting too? A portrait? Woo! I feel like something's here. Wrong. Verrocchio, my mentor in painting, used me as a model to paint a legendary being. Legendary? What was the theme? Something modeled after Da Vinci, eh? Well, it was the Archangel Raphael. I wonder. Jokes are the deepest lore, after all. We know that the little Da Vinci is not our Da Vinci. She just has the memories of our Da Vinci. So what if... And this is a stretch! What if once our Da Vinci... What if once little Da Vinci runs out of life, she chain summons another Da Vinci. This Da Vinci, a pseudo-servant for the Archangel Raphael. Yeah, I could see that, you know? I could see that being a thing. Though, to be fair, we don't really... Angels are kind of ambiguous as far as the Fate verse goes. Like, it's very heavily implied that the biblical God is very much still powerful in the modern age, considering the church and everything, but I don't really think there's much, if any, mention of angels in the Type Moon cosmology. I mean, King Hassan has Azrael as his noble phantasm name, but I don't know. But that's, you know what, I'm gonna go with that theory, though. Little Da Vinci will eventually run out of juice and chain summon the OG Da Vinci, but as the demi-servant or a pseudo-servant for the Archangel Raphael. The Archangel Raphael? Isn't that angel always depicted as male? The Archangel Gabriel is usually the one who's frequently depicted as female. Oh, but wait, if the male Da Vinci was the model... It doesn't matter which gender I was back then. My mentor Verrocchio made a model of the angel after me. Besides, it's up to the artist to decide how to depict his subject. Interesting. I actually want to look up this painting. Verrocchio... Raphael painting. So... Excuse me. Alright. Okay. It's an interesting painting. Definitely a different interpretation of an angel comparatively to most interpretations as far as I've seen, but still, not bad. So, it's painted in egg tempera. I don't know, or tempera, whatever that is. And it is about almost 3 feet by 2 feet. Regular stabilize good, but not in Mega. Mega Wild gets a 205 boost instead of 100 since it's huge power on top of Mega. Gotcha. In other words, the angel was not drawn to look like Da Vinci. But the angel was drawn based off Da Vinci's way of life. Is that what you mean? I see. I still am sticking with my theory. Thanks for the interesting reaction, Soul Mesh and Romani. Well, however I looked, I was extremely beautiful. Archangel or not, bring it on. Yeah, I thought Da Vinci was an old man. I see. Are you thinking of my portrait as an old man? Well, I won't deny that. That was, after all, how I looked at one point. But you know, changing one's appearance is like changing clothes. You say that so casually, but I can't really imagine that. You think so? You say that about every one of my theories, man. We've managed to get to the basement. Foe! Yes, Foe, that's right. The Mage Association hasn't been completely fixed just yet. Most of the British Museum itself has been restored, but this area is still in the way it was before. Thank goodness. If the correction of the singularity had progressed much further, we wouldn't have been able to infiltrate the place so easily. Especially for a place so labyrinthine. This place is the Mage Association's ultimate secret. This place is like a type of armory. If it stores a bunch of rare and extremely precious books. Okay, so just something that has been pointed out to me as far as writing goes. You don't want to repeat phrasing like this. Like, this place is the ultimate secret. This place is like a type of armory. Like, you can state that this is like an armory, but you don't need to say this place twice. You're like co-signing two things that could just be one statement, you know? Just something that I've been needled for. So, just taking that in. Wild and absurd they are. But it's translated by an English team, is the thing. And yes, this is early game, so the translation team might not have been as on point, but still. And yet, we got in so easily. Also, my theories are not all wild or absurd. They also made it easy for shady characters to sneak in. Do you feel it, Mash? Yes, I sense some magical energy up ahead. Senpai, please be careful. Woo! I suspect they're spellbook-type enemies. I thought the effects of the demonic fog were no more. Thick clouds of mystics naturally lay dormant in Britain, even without the demonic fog, if we are in time when reality is correcting the age itself. The fact that there are man-eating books around isn't surprising to me at all. Here they come. That sounded completely crazy, but she said it like it was normal. Anyway, yeah, it's time to battle. Also, you totally know that these were translated by humans and not AI, because AI translators love the M dash. Like, all those ... An AI translator or AI grammar correction tries to replace any ... with just an M dash. For some unknown reason, it tends to do that. Like, even when I'm writing in MS Word and I do the ... it highlights and tries to suggest doing an M dash instead. It's like, I don't need to use an M dash for every single thing. I only use an M dash when I'm cutting off dialogue. Well, yes, rules are different per language, but getting back on track, I mean, yes, some of my theories may be a little out there, but some of them are not really theories as much as they are speculations, like, with regards to the next ordeal call, we know it's going to be the ruler one, and it's placed over Italy. I still think, and this is not so much a theory as it is a desire, that it would be an since we're meant to be gaining a form of understanding for every one of the classes, is if we are summoned to a Holy Grail war, but as a ruler, as an impartial being that cannot interfere with the stakes of the war, and they can just throw in a bunch of familiar faces, really tug at the heartstrings, and we have to just stand there and be impartial. And that would teach us what it means to be a ruler. If any measure of that ends up being the ruler ordeal call, then I will be so ecstatic that I called it. I just really want something like that, because it would work out so well. And to be honest, like, we've only had 2 ordeal calls so far, mind you, and Paper Moon, it was great, but they completely screwed up the definition of an alter ego. They couldn't figure it out at the very end. Yeah, I know they don't follow the description like that at all, but that's what the ordeal calls are meant to be. They're meant to help us understand the classes. And if we were to understand rulers because we end up being thrust into the role of a ruler, then I feel like that would be an excellent way to deepen the understanding of the class, and thus pass the ordeal call. But, again, that's just kind of like what I hope scenario is going to be. Avenger went really well. I mean, again, I did the Strays interlude a couple weeks ago, and the OG Astray even came down and said to our Astray, yeah, you're not being impartial, come with me. And we kind of said, no, screw you, I'm still going to be helping out. And I even went through a whole argument on that stream about how helping us throughout everything has been impartial in the grand scheme of things. I went through a whole spiel about that. But I think forcing us to be a neutral party would be an excellent way to do the ruler ordeal call. And as I was saying, Paper Moon, the story was great. The idea of what an alter ego was not so much. The story was fantastic. We really got to know what Avengers were about. But again, I hate the conclusion that we don't need hatred in proper human history. Yes, you do. I'm sorry, you do. All enemies defeated. Great work, good work, Senpai. You too, Mash. Thank you. To freely walk around. Since we're short-handed at Chaldea, it somehow became my job to build up the anti-infiltration program. It's not a particularly taxing job, but night and day, it's just been work, work, work. But ever since you formed a contract with me, I've been able to get involved in battle. Well, personally, I liked Paper Moon just because Kama was a central theme to the story, We got to know Sion more, and Cerejera was introduced there, and, you know, I like Cerejera's design. I hope she has more story appearances, to be honest. And, there was also Saber Medusa. Like, there was a lot of good characters introduced. Hey, Infinity Lord, welcome to stream. Happy things. I am doing well. A little bit tired, a little bit cottonmouthed, but overall, doing well. You enjoying your summer vacation at long last? Now that you mention it, it is rare for you to be with us from investigation to battle. Alright, that's why I'm really happy. I'm excited. If it was fieldwork, it would have been even better. Fieldwork? If I'm outside, I can go all out. Making a bonfire in a place like this is frowned upon, you know. I didn't think it was true, but Leonardo really seems like she's out camping. I heard that, Romani. Oh, sorry. Wait, that wasn't all bad, was it? Oh. Anyway, so is this labyrinth the source of London's abnormality? Da Vinci seems to be convinced that it is, and the fact that we've encountered demonic books is all the proof we need. But the readings on my side aren't all that clear. The Mages Association bounded field that was originally theirs reappeared, and it's interfering with our ability to gather information. 1670 on Allegiance. Practicing wasn't actually trying to get far from 16. Hey, still nice, man. Still doing well. Hey! I'm cool with that. I mean, there's like 8 members of this Chaldean staff, I think, that survived the fall of Chaldea. We have Munier, we have Cerejera, we have that, don't we have that one blonde, that short-haired blonde girl? I can't remember her name. But I want to say there's like a short-haired blonde girl that may have said something, she may have been in part of the whole cover-up operation to keep us from being nabbed by the Mage Association. I don't know if she survived or not. I'm pretty sure she had a sprite in part 1, though. And besides, I might have made a mistake. I was still human, after all. Da Vinci making a mistake. Well, there you go. Now you just need to string it all together, Infinity Lord. Just ride that wave of momentum. I didn't think Da Vinci made mistakes. You saw through me. You're right. Like you said, I probably don't make mistakes. I'm almighty. While many desire to be so, I truly am. That's why I'm a bit saddened. I didn't want a reunion to be like this. During my time, I had not a single equal. I was a genius, after all. And not just any genius. A universal genius. The talents that I was born with were not limited to any single field. Painting, sculpting, architecture, carpentry, anatomy, natural science. Excuse me. Ah, yes, and magecraft. All fields of human knowledge were my playground. There was nobody who was equal to me. Everyone trailed behind me. Leonardo. But still, there were a few others who could match me in a handful of fields. For example, yes, you. Uh-oh. Dun dun. Who is it? Magical energy detected. From what I'm seeing, it looks like a ghost-type enemy. Shall we do this? I came here to see you, Michelangelo. Wait, really? Oh shit, that's quick. Okay, so we're going to be getting an event within the next week or so. Calling the event is going to be the anniversary. And then probably shortly in that. Okay, so we're going from event to anniversary to summer to Ordeal Call. It's going to be a packed summer. Maybe I won't need to worry about the interludes. Yay! I won't need to worry as much about the interludes as I was worried about. Also, screw you, Ghost. You were supposed to die in one hit. Dang nabbit. But that's not good. That's also not a good thing, though. Like, really thinking about it, a packed Summer is not a good thing, because I've got Summer Aresh to roll for, I've got Summer Achan to roll for, and if we're getting an Ordeal Call right after Summer, then who knows? I mean, actually, thinking about it, given that it is going to be a Ruler Ordeal Call, we're probably going to get that one dude, I don't remember his name, but the one guy from the Samurai Remnant crossover event. He was like the Golden Ruler or whatever. We're probably going to get him, so... I mean, I'm kind of ambivalent on... I'd need to see more about him to really know if I'm going to rule. Yeah, that's his name. I imagine he's probably going to be in this coming Ordeal Call, since he's a ruler, and it's in Italy, Golden Hour, so, yeah. I don't know who else could be in the Ruler Ordeal Call. I mean, again, I wouldn't guess. Completely fair. Like, don't spoil stuff, man! Jeez. I mean, I guess I can see a situation where even if he is in the Ordeal Call, well, that just tells me he's not in the Ordeal Call then. So that's weird. So he must have. So he has a separate event associated with him then. Okay. So there's probably a Christmas event this year too. I don't know if there's a Halloween event this year, but if there is, then I've got to go for the latest Liz. And then if there's any foreigners. Man, I'm gonna have to stretch my quartz thin, man. Or I'm gonna have to hope that the anniversary just loads me up with quartz. No final words from Michelangelo. Goodbye, Michelangelo. While I was only where the arts are concerned, my dear friend, you had a gift that was comparable to my own. But I wonder, why are you hanging around the Mage Association library? Or perhaps did the abnormality of the singularity cause any lingering spirits lurking around the British Museum to fall underground? Perhaps the truth really is something silly like that. Either way, Michelangelo, I'm a little relieved. I'm glad you didn't end up in the throne as a heroic spirit. At least your soul should rest in peace now. Da Vinci, do not say that. There is a very good chance Michelangelo is a heroic spirit. Rest in peace. The other Uomo Universale. Da Vinci. Oh. You have a special relationship with him? Well, it's hard to say. He really was somebody truly special to me, but I'm not sure how I can express our relationship. I'm a genius. He was a genius. I'm sure you know the name Michelangelo. Yes, Michelangelo is a widely known artist, also known as a Renaissance man. Especially in sculpture, paintings, and designs were considered to be a work of a true genius. Yep. Right, I'm a big fan of his David as well. Well, yeah, I guess I did like him. Not sure you'd call it love, though. More than Mona Lisa? Well, maybe not that much. That was a quick answer. I pity Michelangelo. Well, I don't know what he was thinking while he was wandering around. I died before him. Maybe it's this. His feelings are just accumulating here. And a lot of things happen to get them all twisted and warped. Something like that. Yeah, if you're unsatisfied with that, then I'm fine with it too. The fact that you were acting different than usual, well, I'll just say that was my imagination. Anyway, the minute abnormality and singularity seems to have stabilized now. Okay, let's prepare to head back. Good work, everyone. Yes, Doctor, good work. Okay, Doctor, can you reshift us back without my help? I can. I've always done it. Wait a minute, have I done it properly? Usually I make adjustments in the background. Just joking. You've always done it fine. Wait. Have I never done adjustments on my own? That's fine. You're not alone. I'm here and so is the staff. And of course, Soul and Mash. If I say it, there's no mistaking it. It's lonely doing it all alone. Let's have some fun. That's not what I mean. And still not done. That happened a while ago. It was sometime after fixing the 5th or 6th singularity. Yeah, it was right before going to Uruk. That brings back some memories. That was supposed to be a lesson for you, but that message came right back to me. Yeah, right. It hit me hard. I can understand Michelangelo's feelings now. I can see why he would turn into a troublesome ghost. It sure is painful having to continue to work even after being left all alone. Okay, so this is post-Romani. So this is Epic of Remnant time. Was when that interlude took place. Okay. As for why I think there's another one. Why I say the ruler ordeal call is coming out next. Oh. I can't zoom in, but the golden mass over Italy that says Ordeal Call 3. That's kind of why I say the ruler Ordeal Call is next, man. That's like right above Italy. Alright, so I guess we got another Vinci interlude up next. A gift from a little devil. And let's go. I was there for my mother when she died. I suppose I should be grateful for that. And I am, truly. That all happened a long time ago. A very long time ago. My family were notaries in the village of Vinci. Had been for generations. We were pretty well off, all things considered. My parents were never married. My mother, Caterina, was beautiful, but she was also a peasant. Back then, there was no way she or my father, Messer Piero, could possibly have been permitted to make their love official. In others' eyes, she just wasn't good enough. I don't want to say it was because it was too crass, but that is essentially what people thought of their love. Still, that didn't stop them from having a beautiful child together. This is me, Leonardo. And boy was I cute, I think. But according to what I've heard, and considering what I look like now, how could I not have been? Yeah, what am I saying? Of course I was adorable. Let's just leave it at that. Getting back to my mother, Caterina. She married another man after she gave birth to me. They had many children of their own. That's all well and good. It was certainly better than continuing in a relationship that could never lead to marriage, and she didn't have to worry about me. My grandfather and uncle on the Da Vinci side took care of me. I grew up healthy and happy, and it wasn't long before my abundant talents started helping me accomplish many things. But I never forgot about my mother. It wasn't an obsession, really, but I thought about her often. I think it was Botticelli who said something, "Enough is plenty." That certainly sounds like something he'd say. Anyway, when I was about 40 or so, my mother fell ill. She died shortly thereafter. I had a bit of money back then, so I tended her sometimes. That's why I was able to be there for her when she finally slipped off. Oh, I held her funeral as well. It was a rather nice funeral at that. Strangely, I can't recall whether I cried at all. Truly. I barely remember it at all. Still, I think I probably did. I was still a strapping young lad of 40 back then, after all, so I must have been more sensitive. Most importantly, I wasn't the universal genius back then that I am now. What do you mean you weren't the universal genius? When did Da Vinci start really painting? What's this? It seems your repose last night was somewhat less than restful, Mr. Soul. Did something unusual happen once again while you were asleep? My understanding is that this would hardly be the first time. Dreamed about Da Vinci. Me? I wonder why that could have happened. I must say, I don't recall it. Of course, there's no reason for me not to take you at your word. It could be that our connection is much stronger now that we have a contract that allows me to accompany you out in battle. Anyway, I'm flattered. Sort of irritating that you're not able to control it, but that aside. We should be glad our master is having a new and interesting experiences. So, just what kind of dream are we talking here anyway? You're talking about someone. Perhaps it was something related to an experience of hers for a lifetime. Wonder who it was. I knew so many interesting people in my lifetime. Was it Botticelli? Mikey? Lorenzo the Magnificent? Maybe Isabella d'Este? By the look on Mr. Soul's face, I would say it was none of those. It may not have therefore been someone of great historical significance. A question for you in your dream conversation. How would you describe Mr. Vinci's emotional state? Crying. Come on, you know I'm not really one to turn on the waterworks, right? You say that, but the truth will set you free. Did I wake you, or were you still up? By the way, sorry for bothering you so late. So I'm pretty sure you guessed why I'm here. I couldn't get our conversation from earlier out of my head. So I'm curious, who was I talking to you about? You know, in that dream you had. First, though, I should apologize. I think I had it figured out as far as who it was once you dropped that little hint. I just didn't want to get into it there in the command room with so many people around. Even if I'm just filling in, I'm still their boss. It's hard to talk about sentimental stuff around them. Holmes? Well, you know him. I'm sure he's got this whole thing figured out already. Anyway, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know who it was. I was talking about my mother, right? Yep. Katerina of Vinci Village, my beautiful mother. She never did get a chance to raise me, but she still brought me into this world. She's the woman who gave me life. I loved her so much, and I'm sure she loved me, too. Your mother. Tell us more about her. Yep. Things were complicated. She was my mother, yes, but she could never marry my father. Maybe I already told you about this within that dream, so I'll be brief. I spent the last years of my mother's life with her in Milan. I was doing pretty well for myself back then, so I took steps to bring my birth mother to live with me. Not long after, she got so sick she collapsed. I remember going a little out of my mind, not sure what to do. Looking back, I realize I may have foolishly been responsible for shortening her life. It'd be a lie to say I don't regret that. But still. I wouldn't trade those 2 years in Milan with her for anything. How familiar are you with my paintings? Ever heard of the one I did called The Virgin on the Rocks? Nope. Never heard of that one, unfortunately. But we can look it up. Virgin of the Rocks. Okay. I'm guessing, is that supposed to be Mary, then, perhaps? Don't spoil stuff, man! Don't spoil stuff for me! Now I know I'm not getting a new Ellie. Dang it, I want more Ellies. It's one of my better ones, I'll show you sometime. I painted it in Milan a few years before I had my mother come live with me. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. But I also went way past the deadline on it. Things happened, you know, and I ended up delayed so long as all I could do was laugh. That's no laughing matter. Oh yeah, you're right, it's not. Boy, was the priest who commissioned it pissed. Then again, I was pretty pissed too once I saw what he wanted to pay me for it. Damn. You're on a roll, man. You can do it. Just string it all together. You've done it. You've done all the bits and pieces. Now just knit them up nice and tight. As the name suggests, it's a painting of the Virgin Mary, the Madonna, sitting among some rocks. I think when I was making it, I must have been longing for some maternal presence myself. That's how it seems to me now, anyway, with the benefit of hindsight and all. While I was painting the Madonna, I started to miss my own mother, so much so that I ended up having her move out to Milan to live with me. I'm sure you heard the saying, no use crying over spilled milk. Me, I've always had a different take on it. You can't put spilled water back in the pot. I think that's about the perfect summary of human life. Although, if I'm being really honest, I think I might like the way Sun Tzu put it best. Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. Thus, prompted by Mr. Soul's dream, the heroic spirit Leonardo da Vinci has a premonition and decides she would like to take some manner of action. Oh, what's tomorrow? Just as she did when she brought her mother to live with her. Do I have that right? How long have you been there? Is Holmes right? I hate to admit it, but I suppose he is. I do want to take action here, just like I did with my mother. And if I'm going to do that, I'll need your help, just like last time. Last time. With Michelangelo. I'm so glad you remembered. Yep, exactly like that. I suppose I'm being a bit nostalgic again. Also, side note, sadly nothing in the Xbox showcase dealt with Elden Ring or any From Software works. So it feels like we're not going to get anything new from Software for the year. Coordinates set for Europe, on the outskirts of Milan, 1524. This appears to be a minute singularity, most likely caused by a small Holy Grail or Holy Grail fragment. It's just as you said, Da Vinci. I can't believe you called it so accurately before the command room could observe it with Sheba. Well, I thought this might be a good time to try my hand at Freudian dream interpretation, but it seems that won't be necessary here. I mean, is that really anything new, though? I wouldn't really say it's anything new. Most impressive, Da Vinci. Just the sort of thing I would expect from you. Though I suppose something of that ease may be owed to the precision of Master's dream. Commencing ray shift. Please, everyone be careful out there, Senpai. See you later! Whee! Ah, this is a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen the Duchy of Milan like this in ages. Oh, pasta fool! Oh, Fo, you snuck along too? Are you sure you wouldn't rather be with Mash? Oh. I see. So you like beautiful women, do you? And as it so happens, I do too. What good taste do you have? Shift successful. Readings show you should be in part of Eastern Milan. Excuse me. Good, I must admit, though, that it is a different time period than when I lived in here, so I don't know the place as well as it is now. Oh, let's look this up. It was pretty peaceful back then, but France and Venice always loomed large as threats. As much as people went about their lives, there was a certain tension in the air. I remember the local hotshot, Il Moro, took a liking to me. I used to play the lyra for him. Oh, has it? I didn't realize that. Wonder what that could be, then. As in the musical instrument. So, Tarnished Edition includes the original game, Shadow of the Erdtree, new armor and customization. So all it is some new armor and some customization features for Torrent's appearance. That seems to be the only changes with the Tarnished Edition. So... what is... oh, this is something that... why is... oh, this is... I'm on Bandai Namco's website. I was about to say, I saw a thing about, Blood of the Dawnwalker, and I was looking at Elden Ring stuff. I was like, wait, did From Software announce something new? But no, this is just, Bandai Namco's website. Sure is. Alright then, let's just go for a walk and see where we... oh, never mind that. Looks like we ray-shifted just about exactly where we need to be. There they are, plain as a nose on your face. They could have at least waited till nightfall. See? Hostiles detected. A lot of them. Looks like they have the Holy Grail with them. Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? I am, of course, a combat genius too, so just sit back and let Da Vinci handle this. Initiating battle. Sorry, Da Vinci, you're not actually involved. Here they come. Just look at all the demons. Man, couldn't they have been more obvious if they tried? What is this Aniplex countdown about? It's a mysterious countdown. So that's it. It's just some kind of mysterious countdown. And it should be done in like 3 hours? Maybe? If I'm seeing this right? Like 3 hours until it's done? Possibly. Well, yeah, I know, and I'm looking at, like, a translation of the time, and it seems like that's in 3 hours. The official Aniplex USA website doesn't have anything in their news section. I'm trying to look into this now just to see if I can't get any kind of indicator for what this might be about. Okay, it's not the Aniplex Reddit. Because that's pretty much dead. So... So... it looks like some internet sleuths have figured out some things. It seems like there is a flower motif on the website, and the URL contains the string DERMW6. I don't know if that's relevant to anything. Lord of Mysteries. I've heard about Lord of Mysteries. It was on my watch list, because it seemed like a pretty interesting watch, but I got distracted and it kind of fell off the radar for me. Yeah, I heard good things about Lord of Mysteries. Yep, Chinese anime. I heard about that too. And that takes care of them, but... Oh, that's weird. So I logged onto the Countdown website, and there's like a glitch effect that just happened. Yeah, there's an occasional glitch effect. That's interesting. That's right, it's not over yet. Still, more of them are here. The BBEG in particular. I can tell it's not a servant, but it's got a lot of magical energy. It must have absorbed the Holy Grail fragments to get this magical energy levels up this high. You're right, Da Vinci. I can see those exceptional magical energy readings from here, too. It must possess a small Holy Grail or a fragment of a larger one. I figured, yeah. And don't you just look the part. Interesting. I can't right-click inspect elements on the page either. Hey there, Salai. However that's pronounced. Gian Giacomo Caprotti. While she lived, Da Vinci took him under her wing when he was still a young boy. He became Da Vinci's apprentice in Milan in 1490, where they grew up as close as family. Family? Now I see. Since he died in 1524, this minute singularity must have occurred when the small Holy Grail turned him into a ghost. It would seem you are right on the mark, Miss Da Vinci. The Salai I knew already had a fragment, so I figured he must have been the one infecting Master's dreams. Okay, there we go. I finally got it to inspect. I've had a hunch, and it turned out to be dead on. Though I wish it wasn't. You're the only person I ever knew who would think to pester me like this, Salai. So, why is it a ghost this time around, too? Oh, I guess you never did get to the point where you could be enshrined into the throne. Besides, I'm pretty sure all your bad habits would be pretty firmly on the anti-hero end of things anyways. Was he really that bad? He was a beautiful kid. Adorable, even. Oh, I loved his curly hair. He might not have been quite at my level, but he was still lovely as an angel. She's leading off by extolling the virtues of pretty boys. That's our Da Vinci, I guess. But he was a freaking brat, too. He was easily 4 times as mischievous as the average person. He used to sell my shoes just to buy candy, steal my silver brushes. Hell, he'd steal anything that wasn't nailed down, really. Broke my pots while we ate. Just thinking about it pisses me off. Salai, I've got to say. A brat like you appearing before the maestro as a wandering ghost, just like what happened with Michelangelo. Ticks me off even more than I thought it would. Sounds like he was a bit of a klepto, yes. Shut your damn hole. Wow, Vinci Angie. Yeah, I have no idea what this countdown is. Inspecting the elements doesn't really reveal much of anything, unfortunately. But it's interesting. I'm gonna have to keep the URL copied for later viewing. Just because I'm legitimately curious as to what animals might be announcing. Excuse me. People are saying it's probably not anything type moon related though. Maybe it's some things has Anaplex been so show me the Anaplex show. And get an idea of what it might be about. Also, good gracious, Aresh, why didn't you rinse that Salai? Wow, they've worked on a lot of stuff. A lot. Did they work on... It could be Madoka. Thinking about it, it could be something related to the Madoka movie coming out later this year. Flowers have had a bit of symbology as far as the Madoka stuff has gone, so... that would be interesting. I know they recently did some big trailer for it, so... trying to see what we've got, so maybe it'll be an official announcement when it's gonna drop. That'd be cool. That's another interlude done. Woo! Hey, Janice, welcome to stream. Howdy things. Just trying to figure out what this mysterious Anaplex announcement is about. Hostiles eliminated, automatically collecting Holy Grail fragments per the usual protocol, while doing interludes for servants I don't possess, which is just Da Vinci right now. Because I figure, you know, may as well. And collected. That takes care of that. Damn it, Salai. I heard you died 5 years after I did. Why'd you have to go and do that while you were still so young? What a damned waste. Even if it was just bad luck that led you to the Holy Grail and turned you into a ghost. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, if it weren't for you making so many clips of the channel, I probably would not be there. I'd probably still be below 200, to be honest. You really were nothing but a pain in the ass till the end, weren't you? Probably want to have a real talk with him, didn't you, Vinci? I don't know about that. Sure, he ended up an evil rampaging ghost, but I think that suited him in an odd sort of way. What better way for a hellion like him to cause as much trouble as he wants, after all? Hey, Andy, welcome to stream. Happy things. In a sense, we were lucky to meet him like this. Hey now, no getting all gloomy on me. If Da Vinci says it's okay, then it's okay. I do like that sensitive side of yours, though. I hope that's something you can hold on to. Always. Trying to speedrun Ordeal Call 2? Honestly, I'd suggest not speedrunning it and just, like, truly experiencing it. Because, like, Ordeal Call 2, I hate the conclusion that was drawn in the end, but it is by far one of the best story segments in FGO. Alright then, what do you say we get ourselves back to Chaldea? I'm sure you'll sleep soundly tonight, Master. Any dreams you might have will surely be the sweet. Hey, Maestro. I don't get it. You held a proper funeral for your mother, right? So why aren't you doing anything this time around? No, Maestro. This is why you still have all those regrets, you big dummy. Yep, I get the feeling that's what Salaya was telling me. I know he wasn't actually saying anything, of course, but that's still the impression I got. This wasn't a prediction or anything like that, just a feeling. Alright. Yes, you are timing out yourself. I need to remember how to time somebody out, though. So, timeout. I'm doing it because J6 constantly begged me to time him out, so... It's not a long timeout. Weird. It says the user I'm trying to time out doesn't exist. Andy, are you a ghost? I can't time you out for some reason. There we go, I got it. Never mind. I figured it out. You're timed out for a minute, Andy. I swear. That little imp never did have any problem saying the sort of thing that no one else would do. So when I did slash timeout and it gave me a little template, but the template had username inside of brackets, so I tried typing the username in the brackets. It turned out that I needed to delete the brackets. But you know, Salai, even if I could give you a proper funeral, I still feel like I gave you a proper send-off. Even if I'm the only one who feels that way. Alright, I guess I'd better start getting things ready. Well, getting my spare ready, really. No telling when my number could be up, so I gotta be sure I'm ready for anything. That's probably part of the reason why Salai showed up now. Demons have long been harbingers of death. Well, I'm at it. You know what? I think I'll model it after my childhood appearance. Holmes probably already has an idea of what I'm up to, but I don't see him having an issue. He may always play it pretty close to the chest, but he held back again with this, and he kept his mouth shut when he should have. I wonder what you'd think about the plan if you were here. You'd probably have a big problem with it, wouldn't you? Sorry, I've just got to go through with it. Lady Luck has been awfully kind to me in this life and in the last. So to make up for that, even if my next death does turn out to suck pretty badly, I think... I'll just have to roll with it. Aw. Vinci planning for her demise. I know I should probably add a hydrate command. That's a good call. So when we ever summon Da Vinci, her NP will be ranked up to do more defense, ignoring damage, and more rate decrease. So, kind of minor in the grand scheme of things, but hey, it's fine. Alright, now we're gonna be doing Kintoki. Kintoki is one I could definitely see myself getting him eventually, but I'm still gonna do his now. So we're gonna roll in and do Kintoki's. I'm pretty sure I had commands like 3 years ago. I don't remember. In fact, let me see if I can't open up stream elements here to get an idea of what my command situation looked like. Bored. I'm so bored I might just nod off to sleep. Still not that bad of a night. City noise isn't bad, but silence of the wilderness at night is something else altogether. I'm not old. Excuse me. If I'm old, then what does that make you, Andy? Because you've been following me for a long time. Specifically, it's like you, know, healing or therapeutic or whatever you call it. Well, whatever. Who cares? Which do you prefer, boss? Woman of the night or a woman of the wilderness? A showy woman or a reserved, quiet young lady? Interesting questions here, Kintoki. Very interesting questions. Which kind would I like? Night, wilderness, showy, or reserved? I feel like reserved, definitely. Reserved and quiet is definitely on my side of things. I'm not really sure what he means by woman of the night or woman of the wilderness, though. I actually don't remember who all my VIPs are. I'd have to look at that. Okay, we're just giving the answer now. Alright, let's see here. I haven't made any VIP. I last made VIPs like 7 years ago. Yeah, so VIPs were made about 7 years ago. Yeah, let's do some stuff here. Boop. 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 And... boop. Boop. There we go. Some new VIPs added to the chat. You know, Zahak as well. We'll do Zahak as well. Welcome to the stream, Zahak. I'm doing some of the... Welcome to the stream, by the way, Zahak. Happy things. But I'm just doing some of the new interludes that I do not have access to. Just getting those done and out of the way here. Because more quartz! Of course you are, Janice. Honestly, I am considering, like, giving you some mod status. Just because of how many clips you've made that have helped so much, man. I'm legitimately thinking of mod status for you at some point. But that'd be a discussion for later. Anyways, so Kintoki's question. So... Woman of the wild or woman of the night in the city? I don't like the wilderness. It's kind of surprising. Guess I didn't read you right. But you know, I also like cities of your era. If we're lucky enough to save the world, I'll take you to a good place. Not quite gold, but platinum. It's a favorite I found in a previous materialization. Nice place. Both the booze and the food were pretty good. Nice, nice. Harry Potter FGO. I did take a look at the one you linked me, by the way, Zahak. It's got an interesting start. I haven't read too much of it, though, just because... Busy. Anyway, Sky Ring is such a nuisance. The stupid thing ruins the night scenery. Really uncool. Yes, we still don't know what the Sky Ring is. It's an unexplained phenomenon. Both the Doctor and Da Vinci have been attempting to analyze it, but... we can't figure it out. Not at all. That guy said it was a noble phantasm, but... I don't like it. Jeez, the moon and stars are all you need in the night sky. That thing's up there, looking like the stars, the moon, and even the sun's getting in its way. I don't know who, but... well, this ain't the time for idle chatter. Seems we got more insensitive dudes. They do say the moon goes good with drink, but what? Even monsters want something with their booze? Is there something out there, Kintoki? No magical energy readings detected. It's just a quiet forest. I don't think anyone sensed us either. I mean, I guess there's a few wild animals out there. But I don't sense anything that would be a particular threat to... What? Long of non-identified creature confirmed from the southwest. It's at the magical energy detection range. But... there's no doubt. It's the roaring of a dragonkin. I see, so that's why. The reason why you, the heroic spirits of Kintoki, were out strolling tonight. Bigger than I thought. This job's a bigger pain in the ass now. The second singularity, was it? I felt something roaring away in this era. Man, it's gotta be bears. Bears? The only huge beasts that roar in the mountains are bears. These ones are particularly noisy. I wouldn't call them bears. I guess it does no harm to perceive them that way. I think that they're actually just, I thought they were swallows, you know? I thought that what we faced in the second singularity were just swallows. No, wait, that was the first singularity, wasn't it? Never mind, I'm dumb. Dragonkin, the strongest phantasmos. In a way, they're at the top of the ecosystem. Leave it to me. Time for a bear extermination party. Boss, I'll lead you there. Multiple magical energy readings approaching at high speed. Judging from the speed and energy, most likely wyverns. You know what? Fair enough. Good spokesperson, Andy. Very good. I don't mind the advertising for Zahak. No shame. You can advertise for him if you want. Drive the bears off, Arash. Yes, Master. Preparing for battle. Remember to roll up your sleeves. It's not cool to get splattered with blood during battle. Nor is it good to spit up a copious amount of blood, apparently. Apparently, spitting up a copious amount of blood is unrealistic. I can just post a link in the chat here. That's the timer J6 informed me about. I kind of am wondering if it might be something Madoka related, which would be cool. I know we've got a trailer for the movie here coming up soon, so maybe they'll give us an actual release date. Excuse me. I mean, you know, fair. Persona 6 was announced as well. I've got to finish Pokemon to get started on P3. I don't know, J6, but with my story, one of the fight scenes, I got critiqued for saying people don't spit up that much blood in a fight. So, I don't know. Maybe it's something with what I wrote. Maybe I just, you know, over-explained the amount of spitting up of blood. I don't know. But it is what it is. I've evolved since then. I don't write as much spitting up of blood. Yes, I gotta at least... I mean, I wouldn't even say finish the Pokédex, necessarily. There's still some story segments, like Rayquaza, I need to do the research for, and then there is Legendaries still to catch, so, you know, I still have a fair bit, and we'll find out how that ends up going. I mean, I actually, to be honest, I've not booted up Pokemon since I last streamed it, so I gotta be doing that to farm up some hyperspace points. That was kind of boring. I don't think it even worked off my last meal. A new battle. All Phantasmals eliminated. I don't think that was one of his skills, but Kintoki was just tearing those Phantasmals apart. Stories say he's a hero that took a bear down a bear as a child, so it makes sense that he's strong as an adult. Kintoki, are you hiding an anti-phantasmal skills? Huh? What are you talking about, Doc? I'm the source of my own strength. I'm a golden man glittering like gold. You need a different reason? No, not really. Alright, we're good then. Oh, and stop calling me by my full name. Why is that? Just try to get it, would you? I mean, Kintoki, it's a pretty lame name. I don't know, this magical energy reading is approaching. Must have noticed this during the last battle. I can see it from here, too. No doubt about it. It's a huge Fafnir-type dragonkin. Judging from its speed, it seems to be flying. Get ready for an attack. So this is so fun. I bet a flying bear is even stronger than a brown bear. How stronger are the brown bears in the Heian era? Only a few seconds left until encounter. Senpai, orders please. Dragon. I'm bold until you wake now. I'll send you on a tour of hell as thanks. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the fight scene that had a lot of blood spitting involved a lot of blunt force trauma to the chest and torso. So I kind of felt that, you know, blood being spat up made sense, but to each their own. Single target, so I'm bringing Nick H-on. Level up dock's already open. So yes, hyperspace berries. I mean, that is kind of what I am going to be doing when I say I'm going to be farming. I need to do a reset method to make some excellent donuts, so that way I can farm a lot of berries, so that way I can get stuff done. Because I'm going to need some good combat berries, I'm sure. We don't need it. Nightingale, +2. Deadly Cure is steadily rising. Got a lot of sixes. I don't know if I'll be able to boost Mo up today. I might be able to get her done. I'd have to check what my Embers count is, I suppose. But Mo could get done. Actually, no, I shouldn't need that. We're gonna do a Buster Blast. No, I don't think I've got any of the mana first in the shop, but I got a ton of Embers in my present box, so I could probably get Mo done. It's more of just if she's gonna require any materials I don't have. That's what I'm more worried about than anything. Target defeated. Ending combat. Disappearance of large dragonkin confirmed. Master, that was a good workout for a late night snack. Western brown bears aren't that bad. To be so calm against a dragonkin really is something. He must really be the child of a thunder god. Or perhaps in this case I should say child of a red dragon. He's obviously not a run-of-the-mill heroic spirit. It's just me. It's really too bad though. What is? My class, you know. Why'd they summon me as a berserker? If I materialized as a rider, I could have clashed midair with them on my golden bear. Okay, yeah, so this definitely came out before Kintoki's event. What's that? What's this golden bear? A robot? You're close, boss. Oh, so close. You see, the golden bear can transform itself between car form and bear form. Well, I want to see that. I really do. Doesn't a transforming no phantasm sound amazing? Foo! Oh, even the blue squirrel here gets it. If I had the bear, even Nikola Tesla would beg me in tears. I want that too, he'd say, and I'd make him get mad like a sorry little brat. Even Fo's quite excited, senpai. I want to see. Also seems very happy. Well, I'm sure there'll be a chance to show you all someday. In a military on home and have a drink. A celebration for driving off the bears. Doctor, get your best booze ready for us. Okay, yeah, this is definitely early game because there's not a throw-in line of, except for the master because he can't drink. There's none of those throwaway lines in this, which is always good. Alright, and we got another Kintoki interlude here. Yep, we can get this one done. We are in Babylonia. Are you seriously going to force me to have Fuma? Damn it. Alright. I, meanwhile, finally got all of my Mystic Codes to level 10. Yay! Cleanup. Yeah, just a little business I gotta do. I need the boss to come along with me. Tooth, scales, hearts, and crystals. I might be able to pull that then. Won't take long. It'll be a breeze. Where are we going? What we doing? You're going to race ships instead of using the training simulator, correct? What for? You'll see soon, Mash. Come on, let's do a cool golden shift. Here's the specific coordinates right here. Oh, you wrote it down. Alright then, let's... This place, a short-term race ship may be possible if it's not for a Holy Grail investigation, but... I've taken all possible measures to prepare for this. You're going to that era after all. Vinci. Oh, so you know already. Yep, Kintoki came to talk to me about it last night. He seemed to have really given this some thought, which is not at all like him. I ain't thinking too much about it. I just got feverish for half a day mulling over it, that's all. Y'all hate long explanations, right? So I just cut to the chase. Got a problem with that? No, but if you can at least tell us your reasoning. Where exactly are we going? Alright, senpai, we're reshifting to the BC era. Yeah, there you have it. I told you it's a cleanup job. Gotta take care of a family matter. Yo, Fuma, if you're there, come on out. The more servants, the better. Impressive, Lord Kintoki, you detected me. As an assassin, I'm quite ashamed of this, but even my skills are no match for the legendary Lord Kintoki. I just took a shot in the dark in case he was there. Lucky I said something. Whatever, that's my golden luck, I'll tell ya. You've gained a great ally. Counting on you, Fuma. Yo, Mash, give me the big-ass golden shift. Got it? What's up? Yep, the 1v1 Minecraft server. I still have the files on my computer, but I sadly do not have a job right now, so I cannot afford to run any kind of servers. Senpai. Family Kintoki is family to Chaldea. Right, Senpai. Understood. Reshifting to the BC era before the end of the battle at the demonic front. Sorry, Mash. I need your help on my end. Like I said before, I have to do all I can to prove Soul's existence. Yes, I, Mash Caroline, shall support you with all I have. Senpai, please come back safe, and don't forget your scarf. Woo! No, J6, that's sad. Oh, Vo, I wonder where you've gotten to. What are you doing in the circle? You bought a new one afterwards. Fair. You've been using the new lawful good to get a lot, making a whole team around it for Bleach Earth. 20% bond does wonders. I can imagine so. Sadly, the servants that it helps, I'm not really seeking to boost up at this point in time. Excuse me. Hey, Fo. I think I was just wandering in and I ended up finding it. I can't remember the exact details, but... And I mean, I have debated, like, maybe sometime in the future when I get a job, I'm debated, like, hosting another Minecraft server, but maybe making it a bit of a challenge one. Like, I was thinking one of the various anime mod packs, and all of you hunting down me on the server. That kind of stuff, but it's just a thought I had. I don't know. It'd be in the future, because I need to get a job first. We're on a mountain, and it looks quite steep. I'm sure we will, but, I mean, Melt was a big one on there, but she's already Bond 15 for me. And right now I'm really focusing on getting the Jalters to Bond 15, because I need to show Jalter the dedication. After the big plays she pulled off in id, I need to show Jalter that dedication. Thankfully there's a path, whether climbing a mountain or going down one, the presence of a path is of utmost importance. This place looks familiar. That's right, Senpai, you've been there before. That's Mount Yuba, the sacred mountain tied to Ishtar's myth. Last time we fought against some aesthetically disastrous, very strong demonic statues there. Looks like they ain't around, and if they are, we'll just have to take care of them. Please proceed with caution, Lord Kintoki. Those particular statues' kicks were beyond powerful. They were more destructive than a low-tier servant's noble phantasm. They were certainly dangerous. Well, yeah. Either way, if they do show up, it's not like we'll be able to just tiptoe around. Wait a moment. Those statues over there, are they the ones you fought? They're more unique. She should be a goddess who governs beauty, so why were they so hideous? Unless the sense of beauty in the Age of Gods was very different than what we're used to. Are looks that important? Don't bother me much. Are you speaking only about how demonic statue looks, or... Demonic statues, humans, Tsuchigumo, doesn't matter. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Regardless of outward appearance, there's good and then there's evil. Strong folk are strong and weak ones are weak. Some folks joke around and some are serious. There are even some who are beautiful but scary at the same time. My, there's no need to speak so harshly. Why say such a thing when they're so adorably sweet, don't you agree? This goddess of Sumer has wonderful taste. That voice. I'm sorry, she told me to keep my mouth shut. One more servant ray-shifted with you. I didn't expect... No, she's approaching along with what looks like several hostile responses. Shoot, and you said you wanted to help Senpai. Nash, don't be so harsh with me. I didn't do this maliciously. Giant demonic statues incoming. On one of their shoulders is shooting Doji. Of course, can't have a Kintoki without a shootin'. Again, I ship it. Kintoki X shootin'. I ship. Definitely believe that they are good for each other. It's just, Raiko kind of is in the way, so there is that. I saw these cuties lying around, so I gave them a sip of my wine. I did nothing wrong. I didn't turn it into poison like when I released my true name. It's just wine. Yes, I do recall. I recall that one. That was fun. I don't know if that'd be something we can do again, because a lot of mods are out of date at this point. It would all come down to finding a mod pack, to be honest. And again, I kind of want to do one of those versus, like a versus server, where it's all of you trying to hunt me down, or factions, in some kind of anime mod pack. Just because those seem like they could be fun. Summer Balbon, nice! Congrats on Summer Balbon. I saw that all the summer servants were strangely on rate up, but I guess summer is like within a month or so, so... All I did was offer it to them. They're so energetic. Look, their arms, legs, and bodies are all so puffed up. And if they're connected to the gods, see, it's only logical for them to spring to life and grow stronger. It's the divine wine, the Shinpen Kidoku. That's the only godly poison. According to legend, it's only supposed to strengthen humans. I've never heard of any godly beings getting stronger. Exhibit boy. All we gotta do is smash them to pieces. I don't care how pretty their faces are, or how horrific their skin is. We got business at the end of that mountain trail. That'll be a good warm-up. Yo, boss, we only just ray-shifted and already got a golden battle on our hands. Golden battle. Begin! Let's do this. Yes. Because netherite was very useful. I recall that. I do so recall. Okay. Oh, this is a start getting a respiration. Probably. It was probably some worry that you would blow up our base or something, Andy. To be honest, it was probably some measure of worry along those lines. Yes, I'd like to think that you've probably matured since then, since that was years ago. Snap and pop my neck. Now we're in some trouble. Decrease attack. Koyan Brave! Yes, I recall that. Oh? Maybe focus on just Allegiance first, though, I would say, Infinity Lord. Finish Allegiance, and then focus on something else. Don't, like, what's the phrasing? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Like, you're doing amazingly on Allegiance, it sounds like, but you gotta finish it before you start, you know, planning your next steps. Which I really should probably follow my own advice and finish things before planning things out for next. I can be hypocritical. I think one of the reasons I got bored of how Minecraft do protection with a lot of mods, amount of farming required got burnt out quickly because you never liked farming a lot. That's why you don't. Oh, come on, you seriously gave me a freaking Saber class enemy game? Really? And I should have known it was still. Shelter burn. I mean, again, any kind of Minecraft stuff would have to be in the future. I am actively job hunting. Like, I have actually heard back from one of the applications that I sent into a place through LinkedIn. One of them. And it was essentially saying that I'm in the top, that my job, or my, not job, my application matched, like, it was a 70% match for what they wanted. And that if I was in the top percentile, that I would get through, but it's kind of like, cool, I hope it goes further, but there's only, it's really a annoying process, the whole job search. Really is annoying. Just because I feel like I apply to so many jobs, and I don't hear back from any of them. I'm not sure how expensive servers are, honestly. Really not sure how expensive servers are at this current point in time. Good gracious, I didn't realize my whole squad got charmed. I was not paying attention. I don't have a debuff cleanse, do I? Shoot. Well. This sucks. Shelter had all the stars! Why, Shelter, why would you get charmed by shooting? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm glad that one place at least responded. Even if it wasn't just like a straight, you know, we don't want you. It was, you know, you've made it to a certain step of the things, but... I'm still actively applying to places. And actually thinking about it. My mom works for the city that I live in, and she gave me a heads up of a job posting. But the job posting requires my high school diploma, which I've not been able to find. Yes, I understand my access is restricted because I'm not an actual student right now. But it just occurred to me, maybe I can check. There goes a rush. Oh, I got NP'd. I'm not even paying attention. I wouldn't say I lost my diploma, it's more, I have no idea where it was put. Because right after my high school graduation, I went to a senior overnight stay thing, so I handed off my diploma to my parents. And since then, we have moved house. So it's kind of a, you know, it was put somewhere during the move, and where that is up. Alright, let's see. So, Andy, as far as servers go, through Apex Hosting, which is one of the premier servers, it is $16.87 for the first month, and then a reoccurring $22.49 per month package. But that's only for 6 gigs of RAM. So, no guarantee it would be able to handle some intense mods. Yeah, it's not cheap. Future hardest. I won't be until at least month of Legends. Yeah, go ahead, Infinity Lord, go ahead. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. Oh my, but those were 3 godly Oni. How disappointing. I see her as strong as ever, golden-haired, blue-eyed brat. Shut up. The hell are you doing here, anyway? Wait, Kintoki, she really does want to help you and Master out. She voluntarily rashifted. She said she wanted to head out quickly, even if it could be dangerous. Even for a tough servant like her, a hastened rashift makes it very hard to maintain her existence. Even then, she... That ain't something praiseworthy. That thing there's an Oni. No matter how human she acts, she ain't. Oh, how could you be so cruel? You shouldn't say such a thing just because of how I look. Ain't your looks, not one bit. I'm saying based on what's underneath. Like he's checking out my under things. So what? Want to keep at it until we die? I'm game, brat. Lord Kintoki. Unnecessary combat. I know. She may be an Oni, but she's still boss's servant. Besides, I'm not the leader of this marching troop. Boss, I'm leaving the decision to you. I'll play along. She's gonna come in handy. You serious, boss? That thing there's quite a headache. Actually, I had the same hunch. I guess. Well, at least I ain't the only one, then. What? What? Quit your whispering. Let me in. Me too. Me too. Right, master. Too close. Don't you get near me, or boss. Oh, come on. What a good thing to say. I don't know what a Turnus is. Their information is telling me something bad will happen. Oh, free Minecraft servers. Huh. Interesting. There's gotta be some kind of catch to it, though. Like, are they really poor servers or something? Interesting. I'd have to look into that, then. Something that'll sadden this mother, something shameful and wanton, somewhere. Could another pest be bothering Master or Kintoki? Yes, snap out of it. Pay attention when you're holding a knife. You're the one who wanted to learn how to cook dishes from various countries and eras. You need to concentrate. Got it. Right now we're the teachers and you're the student. Yes, my apologies, teacher. What was I thinking? Ready? Now let's move on to the next step. Though I have to admit, your knife skills are pretty impressive. It's something of a unique technique, but in the end things are cut properly, so I shouldn't criticize. No, we should be warning her about that, don't you think? Slicing ingredients by throwing it into the air is, probably not ideal. Yeah, It's no good. Let's start over with the basics. Right, and then let's begin with the proper handling of a knife. Yes, I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to think about what's awaiting us when we return to Chaldea. No, it's just a wild hunch. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't heard of it, but then again, I don't really interface much with Minecraft that anymore. I did hear about Hytale coming out, though, and I heard it is going pretty well. We're going to bring shooting along, I suppose. And ready up. Look at this, it's like a harem of my own view. I have a golden-haired, blue-eyed brat to my right. I have a master on my left, ready to take me from behind, red-eyed, red-haired. Okay, shooting. Jeez! Has shooting always been like this? I have good wine. All I need is a moon in the sky above watching over it all. I can't ask for anything more. What do you think? Why not spend a night with me like this? No. That's my boss. Hit her where it hurts. Tell her you ain't listening to her hogwash. Oh, you two meetings are no fun? Well then what about you? Kotaro, was it? Why not relax a bit? You're all so busy all the time. We wouldn't kill you to take it easy once in a while. No, staying here too long would be dangerous. Must do what we came here to do and return immediately. That's a sound argument. Now floor it. We're almost at the summit. Yeah, you're right. Long stay's a no-go since it's a short-term race shift. We just came here to get some cleanup done. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's get this over with. From what I heard, the history of the Singularity after the Grail gets retrieved is different. Yes, the irregularities that occur in Singularity don't get properly recorded in human history. However, based on what King Gilgamesh said, they don't get entirely undone either. Right, it doesn't completely go away. It's not like tears and screams can be just erased. Besides, if bad things are left behind, they might have left an effect of the periods that come after. That's what this cleanup is about. Just a little finishing touch on the demonic front. We gotta put a stop to the misdeeds of any family members who might be affiliated with us. Affiliated with us? That means... Oh, how very odd. Got a problem with that? No, I'm not sure what, but something in my chest. See, hold your hand out. Right or left side, it doesn't matter. See? Huh? Come a feel in my chest. Master, I want Master to do it, see? Okay. This is a very horny interlude. More so than normal. I feel like this is a bit more for shooting than normal. Like... Hey, Jakester, welcome to the stream. Hobby things. I don't think she's this horny. But, I mean, if it's for the mission... Boss, she'll eat you up. You better stop. Oh, don't say that. I wouldn't just eat Master. Probably. Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? What the brat just said triggered me. I don't know how he thought about me that way, and so I... The deadly cure is at 9 now. Whee! She is up. Nightingale is now about to be at the top of the level up order deck. So, it is a good chance Nightingale might get done tonight. And so it made me a bit peckish, and eating a humor or two would just be a thing. My bad. I was serious, but not serious. I'm sure Master won't understand. Please don't just eat us on a whim. Shooting doji is exactly what I had heard. Truly wicked, even for an Oni. That's right, she's an Oni. Ain't two ways about it. She's nothing like a human. Some smoke bombs would be useful for sudden appearances and disappearances. Oni live as Oni. They kill as Oni. They live their lives however they want and don't change for anyone. They ain't just mere beasts. They've got some things in common with humans, but you better believe they ain't human. That's probably why things turn out the way they did here. They don't give a rip about what happens to human history. You understand us well. How strange, the brat should be human, but... He understands us so well, more than a certain someone who would do just about anything for the promise of chocolate. You sure know what we're all about. Why? What? Why am I suddenly getting napalmed? You guys weren't exactly subtle either. Even if it's something you like, you destroy it. Kill, backstab. Enemy signals ahead. I detect multiple large magical energy responses, Senpai. Yeah, I can put a Moon Cancer on support. They finally made their appearance. Boss, let's have it at them. I'll throw a Moon Cancer up. Who goes there? This mountain is mine. You don't seem to know what happens to those who trespass. I shall shred your bodies and devour your flesh. I shall not lose more to do is to toss you away. I am the mountain's master. I'm also the leader of the very first group of bandits. Banana! She's Ibaraki Doji, one of the 7 servants summoned by King Gilgamesh. According to Chaldea's records about the 7th singularity, her whereabouts are unknown. Who would have thought? Oh, it's you. You're that nasty king's friend. Aren't you the red-eyed boy? Did you finally decide to work for me? I knew it. You finally realized that I'm a much better master to serve than that stupid king. I've not seen record of Ragnarok, so no. Tomoe was terrifying, but you're acceptable. As a foreign Oni, let's rain terror on this kingdom together. I hate to say this, but this is the first time we've met. The me you're talking about is different than me. Hmm? Now that you mention it, you smell different. Are you a ghost or something? No matter. I'll say it again. I won't obey anyone. I'm an Oni, the master of this mountain. Tell your king that the king of Onis rule here. Uruk's king's not around anymore. He completed his task and died. Pulled back at the right time. As for you, well, I don't care. I know you don't care about human history. I bet you didn't form any bonds with the King of Heroes, so you don't feel any obligation to anyone. Which means you'll just have to live as an Oni, and while that might work for you... Quit roosting on someone else's mountain. You're the Oni Mount Oe, master of the 10 raging flames. What? Why do you talk like you know me? You may not know, but we know you, idiot. No, she's just being true to who she is, so don't blame her. Yeah, I think I prefer FGO's shooting Doji. Excuse me. I'm not an Oni. Right, Ibaraki. Is being on a different mountain really that fun? That voice, could it be shooting Doji? Why are you here? I've not gotten to Kintoki yet. Is this an illusion? A dream? No, looking closer, the big brawny guy looks familiar. Looks like he has some of your color plates over his eyes, but that golden hair and those thick arms are too big for any human. You. I mean, he looks kind of similar to our Kintoki, but I kind of like the FGO Kintoki, personally. The FGO Kintoki is much more golden. Sakata Kintoki. Damn straight. He doesn't have any Chaldean memories. So it seems how the servants retain their memories in the singularity. Something the staff is looking into, but it seems like she has absolutely no memories of Chaldea. Ain't no thing. A chance encounter is a sign of divine approval. We can't let a familiar face cause trouble slide. We gotta do something about it. What? You're just trying to live your life. Not your fault, really? I wonder what I would have done in your shoes. But it ain't right for you to stay here forever. Just think of human history as the surface of a pond. You'd be in here like someone tossing a pebble in. You know what happens on impact? Make a splash, and every droplet in that splash represents a different person. Can't really know what'll happen, to be honest. There may be people who will cry, or some might laugh. But even so, there's a possibility that someone who shouldn't have gotten hurt will get hurt. No, not just a possibility. People will get hurt. Then they'll scream. That's right, someone will definitely scream. They wanted my help. I heard it. I don't know how or why, but I heard a cry for help. So, sorry, Ibaraki. I've got no choice but to boot your ass back to the throne of heroes. Horseman! I don't understand. Not at all. Not one bit. What are you even talking about? You heard a voice? What? I don't hear anything at all. But yeah, one thing's clear. Sakata Kintoki. As long as I make a great show of killing you right here. Shooting over there, I'll snap out of it. Good. That's good. Thank you, Kintoki. You brought my friends right to me. I shall slaughter you all and create a new Mount OA with the shooting. Ibaraki's approaching. Senpai, please be careful. Ibaraki is not the only one there. Demonic beasts from the Age of Gods, I see. They're formidable opponents. Let's do this. Behold my golden broadaxe shining in the distance, while it suppresses celestial demons and strikes down to Sha. I'm going golden full throttle. This is gonna be Sakata Kintoki's great Oni extermination. Alright, horseman! There's the horseman. The noble steed! Whee! Alrighty, I need to be a little on the conservative side here. As far as MPs. Please don't make me! Please do not. I do not wish to be murked. Fossil Lancer? She's pretty low down. Low, 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 low. I have a missing image. I don't know who the most unassuming mecha is. Shoot. The most unassuming mecha, I don't know who that is. At position 60. I'm gonna have to go through my servants at some point. Oh, I figure it's not. I must have just put their name in, but forgot to put the image. I'm gonna go through my servants at some point and find out who that is. Odysseus? Possibly. I could definitely foresee it being Odysseus. Boop. Yeah, Odysseus does sound like it might be it. Might be him. Stop. I feel like I got something, yeah. Wait, Aoko's not in the level up dock? Did I miss Aoko? Frick, I missed Aoko. Shoot. Okay, I've been behind on this then. Thank you for pointing that out, J6. Thank you for pointing that out. I will be inserting her in here as soon as I get Odysseus a knowledge. Alright, I don't know why I screwed up a little bit. That's fine. And then we do the blast. I don't think I've leveled her up now. I'm gonna have to go through all of my servants. Oh god. Did it just lag the frick for you guys? Did FGO just lag very badly on a Resident either? Okay, it was Reflector, so... It's the software I use to stream stuff, so that's all it was. I noticed it out of the peripheral vision as I'm working on my laptop to add Odysseus image. And then I've got to put Aoko in. Is there anybody else I've missed? I don't think there is. I think Aoko's my most recent obtain. Defeat of the enemy servant has been confirmed. Senpai, you won. Why must I disappear? I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even eat any of the humans who fled here from Uruk or whatever it was. They didn't think she'd survive there. They didn't think they'd survive there. All I did was make them my minions for a while. I was just living my life, that's all. With the weaklings, with those unknown deformed beasts together, that's all. Yeah, that's right. For the longest time, it wasn't enough for me. It didn't matter that there were humans around or that those conniving beasts would slink over. There's nobody here. Do you understand? No one who knows me, no one or who talks to me. It wasn't long before the humans left, said they were going to check on Uruk, excuses like that, and just up and left. None of them ever came back. I'm sure they died. The deformed beasts are getting weaker by the day. Had they not been killed, they would have died out soon. They were all trembling with fear. They just treated me like a bonfire to huddle around for warmth. But really, I'm just trembling like them. Shooting Kintoki, Sadie Baraki. Shooting, you're right there, shooting. Atop this unfamiliar mountain, all by myself. I was so lonely. Yes, I would not mind a Summer Benny. Although I think we just need Benny Alter in general. Confirmed disappearance of Ibaraki Doji, same with the demons. Lord Kintoki. Yep, that'll do it. Sorry I roped you into my family problems. No need to apologize. I didn't. Please don't worry about it. You and Master made the right choice, Lord Kintoki. If you hadn't intervened, the incarnated Ibaraki Doji would have likely affected history. Right, you had no choice, and if you were killed during this deadly battle, that would be the end of that. Besides, I've never seen the brat being so... oh, too funny. This is too much. I just don't know what to do with myself. The hell? That's the second time you've called us family. I just wonder what I should tell Ibaraki once we get back to Chaldea. He did say that. Well, that... Don't you dare. That's not golden at all. Oh, this is so absolutely not my problem. This has been such a treat. Mash, hurry and take us back. Okay. Alright, everyone. The temporary ray shift ends here. Commencing return ray shift from the 7th singularity. I think here is a good spot. What? I have no business with you, Scram. I need to meet up with Nitocris. Move it or die. And die, Sakata Kintoki. Shut up. Maybe you don't got business with us, but we got business with you. Oh. See, what? Use your words. You're not just teasing me, are you? See, yeah, just wanted to say sorry. I was trying to tell myself it's okay, but it just didn't seem right to me. I know it's pointless telling you this, but I won't be satisfied if I don't. So, sorry again. Sorry on a bunch of levels. You're making no sense. Yeah, guess not. At least take this. Here. Pouch. What is this? Something's inside. What could it be? You like chocolates, right? I put a bunch of different kinds. Ain't exactly an apology gift or nothing, but at least I wrapped it in a golden wrapping paper. If you like it, have it. See ya. Don't you dare come back. Come say you want it back. Like hell I'd say that. Aw. Yes, Benny is quite useful. Oh, what's going on? Why is my dear sweet Kintoki giving that pest a present? This is not acceptable. I didn't raise him right. I must act. I have no other choice but to sail. Yeah, there's reasons, Raiko. Master, but no, they say one mustn't get too attached. No more than a household pest to you. Maybe, but try not to be so silly. But still, whether that brat treats us like someone's child, or dog, or cat, he does have a few human qualities left to him. Two quartz, Kintoki done. And we have one more interlude for a servant that we do not technically own, and that is Edison. Alright, let's take this on. It is definitely an... Oh gosh, this is an early game interlude. Holy cow. They're offering us a level 45 coup, everybody! Man, whew, this is early. Alright, we're gonna get this one done and then probably call stream. We might level up a servant, though. Just might. Senpai, have some tea. Thank you. I imagine this is gonna be a shorter one. It's a rare day off. Please relax. Oh. It seems Fo's happy to take it easy as well. I'll pat his stomach. Oh. Peaceful day. This one of these days went on forever. I guess that's what you'd call Murphy's Law.
Another failure. Something's missing. Electric power, raw materials, or maybe something else. I wonder.
What's wrong, Edison?
Good morning, Master. Oh, just trying to slightly improve my noble phantasm. While tinkering here and there, it suddenly exploded with a boom. Failures are not good, but I expect nothing less from my noble phantasm. Even when it activates accidentally, it packs a punch.
Your constant thirst for knowledge is impressive, Mr. President. But there are other servants here as well. Please avoid creating a scene, especially in the hallway.
My room is so cramped. Experiments require space, you see.
Even Tesla respects the rules here, you know.
Don't compare me to that dimwit. Sorry, miss. Next time I'll start with the mute function.
I've added Alco to the level up order docket, by the way. She's at position 23 if you want to see what her name is, J6.
But it doesn't hurt to try, right? With upcoming battles in mind, strengthening a noble phantasm is essential. But seeing as how I'm failing to make progress, I may need to change my way of thinking.
Change one's way of thinking. If I recall correctly, turning inventions or unimaginable discoveries into something more polished. That was the greatest triumph for Thomas Edison. I will do that after this interlude. Why don't you try improving your noble phantasm with the same mindset? Do you want I think NP4 Summer BB or NP1 I think arc? Excuse me. Also, do you want a K-scope or do you want a black grail?
However, I find myself at a loss when thinking about my own noble phantasms. Perhaps if I use the noble phantasms of other servants as reference.
Other servants, you say?
Very well, then. Let's start making contact with other servants in Chaldea right away.
But are you sure that's okay? A noble phantasm is the embodiment of a servant's pride. To be so openly investigative about their abilities is somewhat...
Who cares if it's okay or not? For the time being, we need to try.
Right, we need to try. So, arc with a K-scope. Roger, roger. Senpai, it all comes down to the same thing.
So that being said, here's what I came up with.
Hey, Master. What'd you call me here? I have a bad feeling about this. Also, I'm not a huge fan of that witch over there.
Don't worry, Kukulane. This will be for your own good as well.
Maybe I don't look it, but I'm kind of busy. As a caster, I give lectures to other mages and make adjustments in the backyard. I also have to make sure that my former self doesn't say anything outrageous.
Of course, my fair lady. What I have to say will also be of use to you as well.
I see. I guess I'll at least hear what you have to say. Oh, lady. Pfft. I don't know what you're scoffing at, but for now, I'll kill you. Rule breaker. You still have a short temper, don't you? Also, you unleash your noble phantasm way too fast. Please calm down, Media. I have no idea who's going to be in this story. Who's going to be in the new event. I mean, it says something about twin dancing dragons or something like that, so...
That's it, I've got it! I've been thinking about it for some time. Kukulane's gay bulk can overturn fate, piercing its target no matter what course it takes. On the other hand, Lady Media's rule breaker not only destroys all magical support, it's also an anti-magecraft noble phantasm, even capable of severing a servant's contract. So that's when I came up with my idea.
What exactly can a lion come up with?
This powerful body is not that of a lion, but the manifestation of a beast of wild intellect.
So you do agree you're a beast?
Of course, I wake up an hour early every morning to brush my fur and... Wait, I'm getting sidetracked.
You missed an A for Aang there, Andy.
Just listen to me. If I'm going to weld together Kukulain's Gaybolg and Media's Rulebreaker. No matter who the servant may be, this revolutionary noble phantasm will overturn one's fate and sever any contract. I shall name it Edison-type Bold Breaker.
Hey, Master, can I go back now? Please tell me more. Which? I mean, Media. Actually, the thought occurred to me before. Approaching the enemies for each rule breaker isn't really a caster's job, right? It's tiresome, dangerous, you get splashed with blood, and you almost trip stepping on the hem of your robe. So if you could quickly activate a noble phantasm with that lance of yours, that'd be perfect. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't obtain my noble phantasm from my adventures. It's a materialization of my legend, my treachery. So I'm not too attached to it. I almost wouldn't mind forcing it on someone else.
As always, Caster, your logical thinking is so elegant.
You muscleheads. No, mageheads. Just because it's convenient doesn't mean it's good. I love my Scarlet Lance. It's totally a part of my identity. Yes, I see. Kukulain acquired the legendary Gaybolg only after his harsh training and discipline. It wouldn't be wrong to carelessly tinker with it. Who cares if we lose a spear or two? Should I call Skahat to give us spares? Maybe I should say. Your people is such a stingy warrior, he won't even let go of a single spear. Damn it, you hit a sore spot. This is exactly why I can't stand witches. Fine, here.
Thank you for your assistance. Noble Phantasm modification. Here I go.
You are really trying to mess with that image, J6.
Alright, it's done. The Edison-type Bold Breaker. Hahaha. Behold its elegant design. Oh, a patent. I must get a patent. No matter what, a patent comes first.
My Gaybolg, my perfectly efficient Crimson Spear. It looks so fancy.
No, Kukulain, we must experiment first. Fortunately, there's a servant who would gladly volunteer for this experiment.
Oh, isn't that convenient? How nice of such a weird servant that just popped up like that. Think you'd modify your noble phantasm, and here I was thinking you were a savage. I know Edison's a modern man, but for someone born in the Age of Gods, that's quite a flexible way of thinking. Oh man, the Emiya-Ku rivalry. Gotta love it. So he's talking about you. Of course, not only is this playboy of a mage calling himself Archer, he's also a repeat offender of noble phantasm, theft, and illegal modification. It's not very nice, Caster, but you know there's a saying. My noble phantasm is my noble phantasm. Your noble phantasm is still mine, after I copy it. Where's this Emiya sass coming from? Even this noble phantasm I'm holding on to? There isn't a saying like that. You know other servants will kill you if they hear you say that, right? Of course, I choose my opponents. To the ones that are like, I don't like mine copied, I'll do it in secrecy. But the ones that are like, why don't you try it, punk? I'll project their noble phantasms right in their faces. Again, where is this sassy Emiya coming from? This is more of the VN Emiya than the Emiya that has slowly morphed into essentially one of the Chaldean kitchen moms. Difficulty level is a factor as well. I can't easily project a noble phantasm like Gaybolg. Similarly, Mash's noble phantasm is also something I can't easily imitate. Thank you very much. I'm glad, Master. You're my one and only Mash. Yes, Master, I'll devote myself to my training. That's not what I was meaning, Mash! Youth. How touching. Let's try projecting one. You ready, Edison? It must be before then.
Yes, Kukulain. Give it a shot. I'll be here to back you up. Assuming there is no actual combat, I'm prepared to random enemy for you.
Enough already. This one strike. Accept it as your farewell gift. Let's in battle. It has to be. Emiya pre his Chaldean kitchen mom stage. Oh no, look at these tough enemies, everybody. I don't know how we're gonna deal with these Centaur Knights. They're so strong, they're terrifying. I need some water.
お願いレスラムタイヤ冥界の守りを知りなさいこれが私の空気が許されだ天空は私の石冥界は私の庭日向の火薬の匂い
Yep.
悲しい
I
味
think I
方
got something I can add to that image you're doing there that will really
お願いレスラム
hammer
タ
in
イ
the
ヤ
point I was trying to make.
冥界の守りを知りなさいこれが私の空気が許されだ
Image in new tab. Screenshot. Hang on, I added something to it. There we go. Now my idea is really in there.
扱ってあげましょう
Hey, no. Put it back, J6. Put it back.
完全配慮よろしくて 天空は私の石
Do this. I said do this.
はい、エメージェンスサービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
There we go. Now they both fit.
悲しい楽しい
Depends on what character you want the image changed for.
我がかかとこと冥府の怒り反省するのだわ気軽に許される
Dude, I'm pretty sure it is! Oh, Amiya, you're here. Bye bye, Amiya. Its exact domain per the Type Moon Wiki. The fifth magic, also known as Magic Blue, is one of the 5 remaining magics in the modern age. Its exact domain is unknown, but it has abilities related to time travel and making the laws of conservation and mass shoulder the debts of the past without the future. So, according to Alice Kuanji, the fifth magic is about deceiving time. It's time magic. Send me through Discord what you want the image to be. Bye, Amiya. I've been ignoring the whole fight. I've been doing another fight. That was a lot of things. Time to finish this. Archer started chanting.
Okay, perfect timing. Kukulain, now!
I got this. Once the fight starts, I won't hold back. Bulk Breaker, here we go.
Edison type Bulk Breaker. Don't forget.
Yeah, Edison type Bulk Breaker. It's been a while, but here I go. Ice. What? I mean, Senpai, you possess the shield-type Noble Phantasm. I'll make sure I take notes.
Let's see which one will come out on top. Of course, I'm confident my Edison-type Mold Breaker will win. A blade that could cut through all forms of magecraft would surely pierce the shield-type Noble Phantasm.
That's impossible, you know. I mean, my Noble Phantasm works against servants, not against other Noble Phantasms. It would be especially tough when the target's a shield created precisely to ward off attacks.
What? Was I mistaken on such a fundamental concept? Which means in this case...
It broke! Well, the Rule Breaker bounced off. Huh? The Rule Breaker rebounded on to No! I've seen this somewhere before. No! Ku! Why do the good always die so young? Poor Ku. Stabbed in the head by his own spear. Oh no. Oh no, he's got an Ahoge. That's it.
I didn't weld it on hard enough. I thought that Rule Breaker could easily pierce Emiya's shield. But I guess you charge it head on, and the Great Roaya still comes out on top. The experiment has failed.
Who cares? Could you take this off already? Yeah, sure, here you go. Oh, I have a headache. I can't even bust through a shield. I never thought I would resent someone's low-ranking luck as much as this. I don't think luck has anything to do with this time. It's simply reckless experimentation.
Perhaps it was a bit reckless trying to modify someone's Noble Phantasm. Even though Soul summoned me, at this rate I'll remain useless.
Edison. Mr. Edison, don't you think you're giving up a little too fast? The idea itself isn't a bad one. Rule Breaker is a broken item that can sever any contract. If you could land a direct hit, any servant would be liberated from their bonds of a contract. So, for example, why not try matching it with Hrunting? That Noble Phantasm pursues any enemy it sniffs out. A different type of Noble Phantasm from reversing cause and effect.
Oh, Emiya, you understand me.
Of course, you see, weapon modification and improvement are my forte. For some reason, Emiya-senpai sounds different than usual. I think he sounds more natural now. Of course, that boy, Snop used to be a well-mannered person to start with. But a lot happened and now he's a bit twisted. Don't badmouth people to their face.
Oh, it's just as Emiya says, I can't give up after only one failure. Once we're back in Chaldea, let's revisit what we just talked about and discuss our next plan.
Master, I have a feeling we shouldn't bring those two of them together. Let's head back, eat, and sleep. Senpai's trying to escape reality too. Please get your act together. Anyway, Master, prepare yourself. I'm pretty sure Edison will most definitely come up with another crazy plan. We already have Leviathan, though, Andy. Yeah, we already have Leviathan in FGO.
Alright then, how about this? Adding transformations and combining mechanisms would surely make it exciting.
You're a genius, but wouldn't forcing the joints like that make the connecting parts more fragile?
Silly, that's our chance to make it look even cooler. Add in bolts and armor plates to give it more value. And it'll be twice as large after combining. I have a feeling this will sell as a toy. While I was looking at the positive side of things, I expect no less from the King of Inventions. Yes, this is wonderful. Well then, how about doing this? Oh, shut up. This is why I can't stand men who pursue their dreams and adventures. They're all good for nothings. A grown-up who's a bit mellow and calm in his judgment. That's my ideal man. Who cares? Anyway, can someone hurry up and heal me? Sorry, I forgot. Oh, Senpai. Speaking of forgetting things, what happened to strengthening Edison's Noble Phantasm? Yeah, that kind of stuff's just forgotten. Oh. I think Fo said it's hopeless. He's given up too. On to the next one! Yeah, to be fair, I don't know much about the myth about Behemoth, Leviathan, or Ziz either, but... Okay, that's... well played, game. Like, that was supposed to be that was legitimately rated as an NP interlude, and there was nothing. Very well played, game. Very well played.
But, I technically have 6 interludes remaining as for what I'm capable of doing. So, thankfully, I've got a little bit more. I'm going to see really quickly here. I'm going to claim the 180 interlude for another 10 quartz. My quartz stack is looking solid, everybody. Very, very solid. But I need to see what my ember situation looks like here. Excuse me. Alright. I don't have much in the way of embers in my inventory, but I've got plenty in my present box, so... we're gonna claim these real quick. I think I will push up Nightingale since she is at the top of the interlude, or not the interlude, but the level up order docket. So, let's start by gathering some foes here. 20 of each of the different kinds of foes. I got a lot of golden foes as well. And then we'll take the 100 silver embers, 100 gold embers. And do we have any other 4-star embers in the box? We do. Alright, that should be enough to get Nightingale up there. So Nightingale, Nightingale, Nightingale. I also have to put away the other coup. There she be. And I just saw Aoko, so no, I did not level her up. So she is now officially on the docket, though. But Nightingale time! Everything around me has been disinfected. Nope, not yet. Not that yet. Background enhancement. I've messed up. I didn't do the other foes. Always do the foes first. Always. But yeah, after this, we're going to be calling things. Very successful stream today, I'd say. Got plenty of interludes done. Hopefully, sometime next week, we will get the next event announced. Because, good gracious, this has been like the longest dry spell in a while. Yes, we had event reruns, which were good for quartz and material farming otherwise, but there's just been nothing really new. Which is kind of annoying from a content creation standpoint, but also, I want more story! I want new story, Stanley! Story is important. Mind you, I know there's not going to be any story in a month with Anniversary, but that's going to have a summer waifu, so, you know, I think I'm fine with that. And then, it's probably like, what, a month and a half until we get summer events? I imagine. Summer is usually mid to end July for us. In fact, I'm gonna look at the previous things. Leviathan's so big, he can circle the earth, and is so big with the span of his wings of the sun, the egg can flood the whole city if it breaks. But Leviathans have wings. Like, have you not seen what Leviathans look like, Andy? I don't think a Leviathan could be so big it would encircle the world. I really don't think a Leviathan could be that big. Ascension! She gets her bag, I think. Those who interfere with treatment must die. For hygiene and medical treatments, I will become the devil if I must. Skill, understanding of the human body has been obtained. Alright, so far so good as far as what ascension materials are needed. Okay, yeah, so it seems like mid-July tends to be when we have our summer events. That's what I clicked. So yeah, we're probably like a month and a half off from summer, a month off from Aresh. So yeah, next month is gonna be packed as far as FGO goes. I'm really looking forward to seeing who else. Because all I know is Aresh and Achan. The whole other 5 summer servants are a mystery. I can speculate, of course.
わかり
I'd love to see a Summer Bizette as one of them. Yeah, I know Leviathan is Envy. Hence, Melt Envy. Keep it clean, keep it hygienic.
より衛生的にそれ
That
が
is the
戦場
utmost,
医療における
that is the most
第
important
一番
task of a combat mech. Alright, still looking good as far as mats to do Nightingale up here.
Success.
And yes, I was quoting Stanley Parable. But no, we will not skip the story, Stanley.
わかります
Yes. Same thing with Parvati. And Artemis.
わかります
Melt is Leviathan, Artemis, or, yeah, Melt is Leviathan, Artemis, and Sarasvati. Yes, and it will be a giant Leviathan. It'll be fun.
I don't think I've seen this Ascension artwork before.
I feel I've become,
私は
I have at last become the pinnacle of field of medical professionals. Now I promise I'll destroy all
全ての
injuries
負
and
傷と疾
sickness.
患を滅ぼすものとなってみせましょう
I honestly don't think I've seen this one before. Why is her eye covered? What did she take a damage from? Or Nightingale. Her medical prowess is gonna take a big hit. Because it's not red in FGO. That's why you cannot press the big red button to skip the story. Duh.
わかり
Okay, what if it was a big red button that said, skip the story, but also level up all sabers that you possess? Or actually, better yet, skip the story, but also gain all saber-based servants that have to be leveled up before you can summon anything else. What if that is the details of the red button?
わかり
Would you still press the red button?
わかり
Alright, looks like we're gonna get Nightingale to final ascension. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Very relaxed one. Complete disinfection. Wait, no, this is absolute sterilization.
これはメッキ
There is no greater comfort than this.
心地よいひとときですね
Rank up quest unlocked! Yes! More rank up quests are good. And we got some free quartz to go along with it. Really? I guess I could see it. Like, looking at that, I can see some similarities in the art style. Ooh, I'm out of embers. In the immediate. Yep. And FGO crashed! Oh, how long has it been since FGO crashed? How long has it been? It really just does not like it when I level up servants. It really doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. I would never have the bitchiest bitch who ever bitched on my squad, unless it is to feed her to ORT.
ようこそ
Oh yeah, I'm out of embers. Shoot.
そろそろ
Okay, I've got another hundo stack of normal embers. Sure I do. Okay, Andy, in this case, would you press a red button if it allowed a servant from your home country to be added to the game? However, you can never get Benienma Altar. Would you press the red button? Let's see. You would forego Benienma Alter. Interesting. What an arc. Arc with K-scope. K-scope, K-scope, K-scope. Where is my other K-scope? There it is. Alright, and then we will skill up. Where is Nightingale? There should be. Alright, now the question is, are we going to get this up? So far, so good. Is she going to be a 666? She is. Alrighty. Sure I am. Ooh, that was a neck pop. I'm great at giving if-and situations. Okay, J6. Would you press a big red button if it means... And it would give you all of the Mihoyo... It would give you the Mihoyo movie released tomorrow at the best quality it possibly can, but Nasu comes out and confirms that the 5th magic is time magic. Would you press the button? I did not know that about you cursing Zahaku now. And we're pretty much coming into here. Send it to me off stream because this stream is pretty much closing in. So, I've been SolarAgDragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out the channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. Excuse me. If you are watching this on YouTube, please be sure to like the video. Comment down below if you have anything to say. Subscribe to the channel. Helps me out. Lets you know when new vids comes out. And if you want to catch me live, you can check the description down below where there are links to the Twitch and Discord where you can follow or join to get those notifications. But for now, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.